Hi, everybody. Once again, this year we are interviewing our graduating seniors who are about to head out into the real world. And today I am pleased to welcome Lexi Korshkin and Hannah Freeling. Welcome back, girls.
Hi.
A few days before your graduation, but you're finished with the academic portion of your schooling here. So we're glad to see you again, and we just wanted to take a few moments to visit with you and reflect on some things. Tell me, Lexi, when did you start going to school at the Notre Dame schools?
So I've been going to school since preschool, and I was also in daycare before that, but I've been going my whole life, and I've been here from preschool through 12th grade.
So you are a lifer
Yes.
at Notre Dame. Okay, how about you, Hannah? When did you begin?
I went to preschool here, and then I left, and then I came back in second grade.
Okay, so you saw the light
Yeah.
and wanted to come back. As you can see, this year we're conducting our interviews in the senior lounge, and every year the seniors put their handprints in colors on the wall before they leave, and so they leave their mark, as it were, at Notre Dame, and these two are no exception to that rule. They've definitely left their mark. So, Lexi, I'd like to ask you, first of all, what are some of the things that you've been involved in while you were at Notre Dame, and what are your plans for the future?
So my plans for the future are to go to the University of Missouri and study radiology technician and specialize in MRIs, or go into nuclear sciences somewhere in the healthcare region. But I've been involved in Leo Club, National Honor Society, Student Council, FCA, Get a Grip, and many other organizations I've done, especially like Leo Club. I got involved with. My sister told me I should get involved in a lot of groups, so she's my main reason why I decided to do that, especially all my sports. I did volleyball, basketball, soccer, all 4 years in high school, and yeah.
Okay, so you've been kind of involved in all aspects of it, the fine arts, the leadership positions, and the sports.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the musicals as well as National Honor Society.
Yeah, you've been involved in a lot of things. So have you, Hannah. First of all, what do you plan to do in the fall, and what have you done at Notre Dame during your time here?
So I plan to go to the University of Iowa and study sports marketing and management.
Mm-hmm.
I've been involved in cross-country, track. I'm the wrestling manager, and I've been involved in Leo Club, Student Council, National Honor Society, choir, pretty much anything really.
Okay, so
That's kind of an ongoing theme with everyone.
Yeah, it's the Notre Dame way. I always
Yes.
say, if you're asked to be a part of some group, you don't say no, you just join.
Yes.
And so
You're kind of involved in everything.
yes, and I know that you've been very successful in your endeavors as well. Well, both of you have been highly involved. I'd like to know, what are some of the things that are your favorite memories about Notre Dame? Hannah, do you want to start first this time? What are some of the things that you'll always remember in your favorite times here, your favorite memories?
Definitely the student sections. That's all the volleyball games and basketball games. That's always a very fun environment to be a part of. And then cross country, I loved that team a lot. And then, honestly, Mrs. Baxter's senior year religion class.
Yeah.
It was a lot of more work than we expected it to be, but it was so fun, and I don't think there was a day that we didn't have a group hug or a giant laugh all together. That prayer circle on the last day was really tough.
Yeah, wonderful. How about you, Lexi? Your favorite memories?
Definitely like playing soccer a lot, like, because I've been playing since I was like 3 years old, so it's definitely growing as a player in person, like with my team, my sister, especially like all my best friends I played through like all of my years. I got to play with them last year for a couple games, and then especially just like being a part of the teams this year, and just being able to support all the teams, and just having the closeness of our class over all the years. And no matter what, we all came together senior year just to be with each other for one last year and ended on good memories.
Hannah, you referred to religion class, and I know both of you are highly involved in your faith. What difference in your life has a Catholic education made? Lexi, how would you like to respond to that?
My Catholic faith has always been very strong. I've always grown up going to church and going to youth groups, especially with my sister. she's been a very good role model and like showing me like the different like ways I can get involved with the church, knowing I should like pray at night and like just thank God for everything He's given me, especially like He was with me through like the hardest times throughout the years, and especially like my last year when I was like injured, he was the only reason I was able to get through it. And like He told me that everything has a purpose in life and everything happens for a reason, even though for His greater plan.
There you go. Hannah, how about you and the Catholic education that you've received?
It truly set the foundation for me to feel confident in myself to go out and take that next step into the real world, I think. Because especially this year, going through finals and whatever stress we had going on, I know Lexi and I, we always turned back to God, and He was always there, and it just always was the center for us, and that truly has set us up very nicely.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be as confident as I am in myself to go on into the real world if it weren't for Notre Dame and my Catholic faith.
Yeah.
And I believe that both of you are going to universities that have a strong Catholic youth center. So I know that both of you will seek those areas out when you are challenged, because there will be a challenge now that you're going into a new field of study. One of the interesting things I like to ask the seniors is how they think they will be remembered by the current underclassmen. Now, I know, Hannah, you have a younger sister. Lexi, you do not. But next year when we say, how do you remember Lexi? How do you remember Hannah? And maybe they'll look forward to seeing you coming back at homecoming and so forth. But Hannah, how do you think the students that will be here at Notre Dame after you graduate, how will they remember you?
I hope it's fondly, but because who knows? But I hope they all have good memories, and that I was always there if they needed something, or an uplifting shoulder for them, and whatever they needed, just always available. Because especially as a senior, look, I TA'd for freshmen this year. I mean, especially working with them, I saw firsthand the stress that they thought they had in their freshman year, but then over the course of the next 3, it gets a lot worse. So I just hope I could help. I hope I could help guide them into realizing it's not as bad as you think.
And you can cope. Yes.
It does get better, but it's got to get worse first.
And I think that's life.
Yes.
Lexi, how will they remember you, do you think?
Definitely by like my outgoing personality in all my sports, especially on the field as a leader. Showing up for everyone has kind of been my motto, and like giving everyone a person to turn to whenever they need me. And I know like some of the underclassmen I'm really gotten close with, and just having them be able to like, hey Lexi, I need a hug. Yeah, of course, I got you. Like, it doesn't matter how young or old you are, you can always say, hey Lexi, like I will always like compliment you or like come and like talk to you no matter what. It doesn't really matter the age for like talking to the underclassmen, because at the end of the day we're all a family at Notre Dame, and so just being able to like talk to them and have a good relationship and friendship with all of them, it really helped a lot. So that's how I want them to remember me.
Well, I think you were both outstanding role models for them, and hopefully they'll pick up on some of the lessons that you taught them as you lived your lives on a daily basis. Well, my final question is this. The people who are watching this on the Notre Dame Facebook page or other social media platforms are people that are from our parishes, our alumni, school supporters of other kinds. So I'd like you to tell them what you think, or what would you like to say to them about how they have supported Notre Dame? Hannah?
I would like to thank them, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to go to school here, and I would not have found my best friends for life, and I would not have found my family. That's what the class really is. Every class here truly is a family, and if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to have that opportunity, which is very grateful for.
Anything to add, Lexi?
Yeah, like I know like some of the parish people like donate to the church, and that also helps like with our school funding. I know it's like very thankful for all their support and all their, I know some of them don't necessarily know all the kids anymore in the school, but they always show up to support the sporting events and other activities, especially jazz night. I know we have a lot of people come that we don't always see all the times. But I just want to thank everyone.
All right. Well, and I would like to thank both of you for all the things that you've done for Notre Dame. I look forward to seeing what you accomplish in the future. I know you're both going to be amazing. So, congratulations
Thank you.
and God bless.